Good morning, guys. Thank you for your patience. Hopefully, I can teach you this quickly and then send you on your way to work. So we did our quick write type 1, and you had 3 minutes to describe the room that you were in right now. Okay, I wanted you to list 7 sensory phrases, and you did a great job on that. Awesome. All right, so today is Tuesday, 10/25/22, and we're having technical difficulties. Your homework or classwork that will turn into homework if not done is add imagery to your writing. Is there a part that isn't very descriptive? Go back and reread. Remember how Jesus Colon described the stairs and the air slapping him in the face? Remember how detailed Sandra Cisneros' description of her house was? Do that. That's your goal. Okay? All right, so what is imagery? Imagery is the language that describes something that can be seen, heard, touched, tasted, or smelled, the 5 senses. Imagery is when the writer has used such good description in their writing that the reader can imagine the scene being described. Okay? Some descriptive words, and if you want to access the slides, they're right on the Keep Up doc so you can see these descriptive words, will help you to show and not tell. So for example, you can say, instead of someone saying kind, you can say thoughtful, small, petite, or teeny. Run, scamper. I love that word, scamper. Take a look at these, okay? Showing versus telling, all right? Strong writers don't just explain what's going on. They make the reader experience the event. In other words, good writers show rather than tell, all right, the events of a story. For example, you can say, you can tell somebody it was freezing outside, but really showing them in your writing is, my toes felt like tiny ice cubes as blistering wind whipped across my frozen face. See how that's so much better? All right, now you guys can kind of practice on your own. We would have written in the chat and on the board, but all right, the boring sentence is, the dog played with the toy. All right, make a better sentence. Go ahead, you can pause this on your notebooks. Okay, welcome back after your pause. The boring sentence is, I went to the zoo. What's a better sentence? Try to write one. It would have been a waterfall. It would have been fun. All right, so we talked about this the other day, but you want to make sure you're adding at least 2 or 3 pieces of dialogue to make your memoir that much more interesting. All right, where's there a good place for you to add this? In the beginning, in the middle, maybe 1 per paragraph if you can. All right, I challenge you to add 1 or 2 more pieces of conversation to your memoir. Okay, and I have an example of what I did to make mine more descriptive. Now, if you want to check out the slides and read them, I certainly won't make you read this right now. Okay, but you'll notice I have show, not tell. I have some descriptions. I have some dialogue here. Okay, it keeps it moving. All right. You're going to go to page 6 of your seesaw right now, and you're going to kind of review all of this. Okay. All right, you're going to review a little bit, and you're going to kind of figure out where you can add some imagery, descriptive words, where you can show, not tell, and definitely add some more dialogue. All right, so go ahead, get into your seesaw, read over what you wrote already. That's a good step. Add to the box above on page 5. Okay, add your imagery and sensory language to your memoir, then explain at least 2 things you changed here. I always like to see your process. Okay. And your homework is work on page 6 and add imagery to your rough draft. I'm not going to monitor these actively because this is your writing. Okay? But I do want to make sure that you're keeping up because this is a lot to do in one day. All right, kiddos? All right. Sorry that it's not working today. Hopefully it's working tomorrow. Don't forget you can always email me